I would like to discuss one of the major concepts formulated by modern critic T.S. Eliot. The concept is known as objective correlative. So, many of you might have gone through this concept. Many of you are familiar with this concept, but this class is for the new students of literature. I hope it will help them to understand this topic. Objective correlative is one of the most important critical concepts of T.S. Eliot. So T.S. Eliot has formulated a few concepts, and among those concepts, objective correlative is one of the most important critical concept. He formulated this doctrine in his famous essay entitled Hamlet and His Problems. So he formulated the doctrine of objective correlative in his famous essay Hamlet and His Problems. What Eliot means by this doctrine, and he says that a great work of art is nothing but a set of conceptual symbols or correlatives. According to T.S. Eliot, a great work is nothing but a set of conceptual symbols and correlatives which endeavor to express the emotion of the poet. And these symbols constitute the total vision of the creative artist. He says that when we find an art, so the emotions of the author, the emotion of the poet should be reflected in that art. Now he illustrates the objective correlative from Hamlet and Macbeth. For elucidating his view, his concept, objective correlatives, he has studied two great works of William Shakespeare. They are Hamlet and Macbeth. The sleepwalking scene in Macbeth expresses Lady Macbeth's mental condition through a set of sensory facts. And he speaks about the sleepwalking scene of Lady Macbeth, and he says that sleepwalking scene expresses Lady Macbeth's mental condition through a set of sensory facts. So there are a set of sensory facts: candle, perfumes of Arabia, smell of blood, unclean spot. So by seeing these things, the readers immediately get a vivid picture of the emotional or mental status of Lady Macbeth. So there is an object, character, situation, or incident which adequately express the inner anguish of Hamlet. So he says that there is no object, character, situation, or incident which adequately expresses the inner anguish of Hamlet. Hamlet is also going through certain mental pressures, mental tensions, but T.S. Eliot says that in order to convey his emotions, Shakespeare doesn't use any sensual objects. Here, so Shakespeare doesn't use any objects to convey the emotions of the Hamlet. But when we come to Macbeth, in sleepwalking scene, by seeing the objects, candle is there, and then candle is there. At the same time, perfumes of Arabia is there, smell of blood, we can find unclean spot is there. So by seeing all these objects, reader get a vivid picture of the mental or emotional state of Lady Macbeth. So Eliot uses the phrase object correlative to explain how emotions can be best expressed in poetry. It implies that greater emphasis should be laid upon the work of art itself as a structure. So work of art should be seen as a structure. There should be a structure in work of art. By seeing this structure, by seeing the objects, the reader will be easily understood to the emotional or mental status of the characters. Okay. Then he says that not our feelings, but the pattern which we make our feelings is the center of value. According to T.S. Eliot, when we see a text, when we go through certain portions of certain parts of a text, he speaks that it is not about our feelings, but the pattern which we make our feelings is the center of value. That is what T.S. Eliot spoke about objective correlative. Thank you.